Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Looking to go deep. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Chips it through. And he's managed to get free. It's a mighty effort! Goal! France! And France are in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Shot a goal! He's scored! 2, and we've barely begun here. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
France are doing very nice face-to-face with the Bellingham! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is expertly dealt with. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Mendes. Gravenberg. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's on it, can he get away? He's in a great position here, and he's lost his... Oh, shooting chance! Look at the space here. Vermeer. That's Fitz. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great chance! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And another try! And the counter is on. Vermeer. Van der Ven. Soboslai is herring after that one. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here. Vinicius Junior. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Wirtz. This looks promising. There's no flag. Kimmich. He's got two. He has done it. Back to within 1. Interesting. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum...
Up he goes! Hakimi clears. Mendes made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Bellingham. Oh, he's had a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he hits the net. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Now it's Mbappe. Soboslai has it in a wide position. Valverde, and he goes for a shot! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. France blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Decent chance! Just wouldn't stay down for him. Bellingham is there, and he can pick it up. Has a look and plays it forward. And it's played forward. And here's Vinicius Junior. Thuram, there's the shot! And yes, it's there! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So is this the start of a comeback? He's shifting through the gears here. Tchouaméni, the most accurate pass. Now it's Lopez. He might be in here. Real chance! They've scored! And right on half-time, that is telling. And the half-time whistle goes. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. France are ahead by a single goal after a goal fest of a first half. There's no telling how this is going to end. So we're just settling back into this second half. And they've got a throw. Can he get it through? Now it's Thuram. Wirtz. Lovely pass, but can he get... And the shot! It's there! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but
Shapes to shoot! Just off target.
all he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Jimenez can get it clear. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Martinez. Good ball, good take. Thuram ploughing through the middle. And a chance! It's in! And the comeback is complete! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Vietnam take the lead. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now it's Bellingham. Thuram is onto this. Thuram looking for options for movement. There they go, hunting in packs. Thuram. France can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Thuram. Great defending, strong and determined. Can he spark a counter here? Now that looks a decent ball. That is a great pick out.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game. France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's Bellingham. Gravenberg.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He has found a way through, and it's played into the middle. Martinez claims it without any fuss. And here's Vinicius Junior. Chouameni. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bellingham. Gravenberg. Ambitious ball here. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Vinicius
Bruno
Junior.
Fernandes.
Number 6.
That pass has been well intercepted.
16,
He's a sharp little ball here.
Number 15.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Coming on the field, number 21, Alvarez.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Mbappe.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Thuram.
Number 10.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Branthwaite kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mbappe. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's some takes a shot! In he goes again! No mistake! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to...
And he shoots! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Vietnam take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Bruno Fernandes. And there goes the final whistle. France can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. Now it's Tura. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Tura. Thuram! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Tura. Now it's Szoboszlai. Good ball, good take. Nice interception, well timed. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the fact...
Oh, they could be caught out here. Crosses it. Oh, what a climb! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Keeper's dealt with that. Look at the space here. He's a sharp little ball here. Vinicius Junior. There's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Danger averted for now. France have the chance to go the other way. And it's made. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Nicely shaped ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Chouameni is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
The ball has bounced loose now, and he's found a way, and a chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Well, it's certainly not a grab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now this could be a chance. Gabriel gets over and intercepts.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Soboslai. Oh, that's a fine interception. France have their second corner now. Oh, this looks sharp. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Oh, that looks a good ball through. That's a nicely shaped ball. Chouameni.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to...
And the shot! Now, and another try! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Gabriel is there, and he can get that clear. Fermin. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram is herring after that one. And it's Hakimi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's certainly onside here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Van der Ven does really well to win the ball there. Valverde. Thuram. Now it's Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
There will be
the
1
flank.
minute added time.
Shoots! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. This possibly the last play of the half. Wirtz with the clearance. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to tries a shot! It's in! The second half sparks straight into life! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
France have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Now that looks a decent ball. It's a promising position. He gets big! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Substitutions taking place.
France can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
France, with this handy-looking 2-0 lead, they are looking comfortable. Wirtz powering forward here. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences up.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Vietnam are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Pinches it off him. Now it's Mbappe. And he's in on goal. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 16, Thurman. Number
France
15.
have, after this,
Yes.
one further
Number
opportunity
6.
to make a substitution.
Coming on the field.
Steaming on
Number
goalwards.
21, Alvarez. Number 11, Lookman. Number 10, Griezmann.
That's exactly
Number
what they need to keep
18,
doing. Carry on
Mbappe.
plugging away, and
Substitution.
eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Alvarez.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And it's Mendes. Threads one in.
Vietnam really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And here's Alvarez. Griezmann. Alvarez.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Foot in. Lookman. Chouameni. Mbappe. Pass somewhat off target. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Real chance! Oh, what has happened here? Gabriel tries to clear. And it's Griezmann. Mbappe. A probing pass. He's on it. Can he get away? Van der Ven wins the duel this time. Alvarez. He's found a way through. Griezmann. It's Griezmann! Oh, it's hit the post. This could be their final throw of the dice.
Substitution on the field. Number
Desperate
11,
defending required here.
Lookman. Coming on to replace him is number 30, Sheshko.
Tries to get it clear.
Vietnam really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Big chance, must be! Chance for a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away. Corner number 4 coming up here. Looking for options for
There will be
movement.
5 minutes added time.
And now they can spring out of defence. And it's made its way to him. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Gravenberg. This looks promising. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Searching pass he's played there. Chips it through. Griezmann. Alvarez. Šeško. Nuno Mendes. Ball swung in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's there to get it away. Soboslai was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Over to the left, Thuram. Now it's Lopez. Gets a good foot in there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Vinicius Junior. It's a goal kick. Tries to pass it through. Thuram. He's found it, and the shot! Goal! There is the breakthrough! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So, a breakthrough already. Valverde. There's the header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Passes short and sharp.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vietnam look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Oh, that was vital. Kimmich. Wirtz. And here's Mbappe. Delivers with whip. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Fermin. And it's Wirtz. It's Vinicius Junior. Searching pass he's played there. And they win it back again. Thuram. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Chouameni. Quality ball. And it's Soboslai. Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vinicius Junior. And it's Lopez. Fermin is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Some really good ball movement. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And there's green grass ahead of him. Gravenberg. Nice interception, well timed. Bellingham. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And that's really well manoeuvred. Opts for safety. Oh, can he get onto this? Chouameni. It's a searching pass. Oh, well played. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely shaped ball. He's in a great position here. And he's there to belt it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are back on the way.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Saliba calmly anticipates. And he can clear it away. Cucurella just eases him off the ball. Now it's Thuram. Now, what about a counter-attack? Thuram receives it in a good position here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, it's a great ball here. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And here's Thuram. Thuram unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's on it, can he get away? France can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Chouameni. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Substitution on the field, number 13.
So, time for changes
Vinicius
on
Junior.
both sides, actually.
Number 15, Reds.
Now it's
Number
Thuram.
16, Ferrin.
Well seen,
Coming on
saw
the
that
field,
coming.
That was well
number
played,
18,
well stopped.
Mbappe.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Griezmann. Number 11.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, what a ball! Great chance! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Griezmann demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting. Goes for a shot! Oh, how good is he? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs. France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Thuram. France must do something here, and very quickly.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Decent progress down the left. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lookman. Now he's got space here. That is a great pick out. And That has been knocked clear.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Bruno Fernandes. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's a good ball. João Neves is onto this. And he stands tall, impenetrable. And we're done. France can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Vietnam have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Thuram, good strong midfield running here.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Thuram unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Chance for a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he shoots! It's a loose ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Great defending, strong and determined. Gabriel cuts out the pass. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, well measured. And they're quick to press. Looking for the run. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi tries making a foray down the right. Hakimi made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. France still without a single shot on target. And it's made its way to him.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's the chance to counter. That's been cut out, well played. Valverde. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Theo Hernandez, for me, has evolved into one of the best fullbacks, Peter. Certainly in terms of attacking contributions. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as good as he is in the final third, especially with the movement that allows him to receive the ball in those little pockets of space.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Engages and forces him off the ball. Foden. Now that looks a decent ball. He's on it, can he get away? Vermeer. Vietnam trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that. Oh, what a chance! Vitz, and that interception was most necessary. Now it's Foden, and he's managed to get free, and that is expertly dealt with.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Now that's a lovely exchange. Van der Ven did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. There's the shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And it's Valverde. He is just caressing the ball.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, that's a fine interception. He can get that clear. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Pinches it off him. Wirtz. Can he get onto this? Vinicius Junior. Nice control. Takes aim and crosses.
Added time.
Van der Ven clears it away. Now it's Mbappe. France do have a chance to counter here. And there is the half-time whistle. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Mbappe! That's tidy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Thuram was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Thuram. Lopez. Valverde. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now Foden. Foden. This is promising. Gravenberg. And here's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? And the shot! It's in! And the second half is off to a flyer! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution on the field, number 16.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. France couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Mbappe! Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Szoboszlai. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Just eases him off the ball. He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. And it's Tchouaméni. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Lookman. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, just skips past his man. Shot could... Mbappe! It's there! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Griezmann. And he's gone looking for safety. France still have the cards to affect this game. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bellingham. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Pass somewhat off target. That's a good ball. Nice interception, well timed. Now, what about a counter-attack? Kimmich hurtling down that right flank. Looking for options for movement. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken.
Substitution on the field. Number 2.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 8. Joshua Kimmich. Coming on
And
the
they're
field.
quick to get it back.
Number 3.
He is through here.
Number 7.
Oh, sweet feet.
Substitution.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Mbappe. And the finish! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Lookman is onto this. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Tchouaméni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Koundé carries the ball down the right. Bruno Fernandes aimed beyond the defence. Hernandez. And that is that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner.
This is a lost children.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And, of course, the right service into the box.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. That's Valverde. Szoboszlai. A header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Now it's Wirtz. Vietnam couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Szoboszlai powering forward here. And here's Bellingham. Played into space. Back into the middle. Picked out brilliantly. Well, that's an excellent interception. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Lopez. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. First quarter of an hour gone. Hakimi. France looking to pass their way through. Great chance! Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now, what about a counter-attack? Valverde. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're...
Vinicius Junior! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that interception was most necessary. Can he finish? Oh, it's come loose. Can he stop it going out? Takes aim and crosses. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Wirtz.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And here's Mbappe. Looking tidy in possession here. Opts to play it back. Chouameni. Vermi. And no, that was never going to make it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide, showing good feet. And it's Gravenberch. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hakimi. Tchouaméni has given away a free kick. Ambitious ball here, and he's made sure that's not getting through. He's a sharp little ball here. Now this could be a chance. He's picked his way through. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Hakimi. Vermeer. And it's Gravenberch. Tchouaméni. Now Van de Ven. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming. Mbappe is onto this, and it's Hernandez. Tchouaméni, oh, good read. Tchouaméni gets a foot in here, probing pass, chips it through, Thuram, and a chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So the first half brought no goals. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Van de Ven, quality ball. Szoboszlai. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that is a little undercooked. Thuram might just make this. Oh, well measured. Martinez breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Oh, good-looking ball. And that's a dangerous ball. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Szoboszlai. Vietnam appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. There will be a throw-in. And it's Kimmich. Tchouaméni. And here's Wirtz. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Szoboszlai is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Turns and goes back. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Lopez. Bellingham. Now it's Tura, and there's his chance to lead the counter.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's a threatening ball. Oh, good take and a good shot at goal! It's there! And that could well be the winner!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 15.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden,
Coming
bang.
on the field. Number 18.
Vietnam really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a decent chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitutions taking place.
Kimmich has it out wide and in space. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Vietnam really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, he's having a shot! There's a searching pass.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Mbappe.
Such good technique.
And that is expertly dealt with. Now that looks a decent ball. Lofted in. Deftly away.
Vietnam really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Neves. Lovely, now then. And the shot!
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! They have stolen level at the last!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Oh, that's fabulous. Griezmann. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And it's hoisted clear. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
In the areas shown on this map. Thank you very
So a
much.
short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Substitution on the field. Number 2, Williams.
Into extra time we go.
Number 37.
France pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious?
Number 9, Gabriel. Number 5,
Rice.
Substitution in
Has a look
progress.
and plays it forward. And here's Thuram. And he's in. Tries a shot! Yes! He's done it! Late in the day! This could well be it! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And now the breakaway. He is through here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Cucurella kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Gravenberg did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he was quick to react. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. Wan-Bissaka. That's a sharp pass.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Aimed beyond the defence. That's it for the first period of extra time.
A quick reminder today that smoking
Well,
is
both
only
teams have
allowed
run
in areas
themselves
shown
into
on
the
this
ground
map.
out there.
Thank you
Does
for your
anyone
cooperation.
have one last moment of magic in them? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Nice sequence of passes, this. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Alvarez. Thinks about the shot. Real chance! It's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Quite a thriller this one's become. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very
Hello,
nicely
everybody,
here.
and welcome to
Gorgeous,
today's
gorgeous
match.
evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Lopez. He's tried one! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Thuram is herring after that one. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Quarter of an hour played. And he was quick to react. Thuram.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Thuram. Oh, he's bustling through. Chance, surely! And he comes up trumps again.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
France still without a single shot on target.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, nice one too, very nice. And here's Lopez. Thuram. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now there's a fine shapes to shoot! They've scored!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
France disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And there's the shot!
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's on it, can he get away? Very nearly half an hour gone here. Thuram, looking to play him in. Now it's Wirtz. Wirtz plays it in. Takes a shot! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Vietnam are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's picked his way through. Shot a goal! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Chooses to go back, and he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
So who's he going to be aiming for here? Well, plenty of early set pieces here. Cross into the box. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
It's a good spell of possession, this. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There will be 1 minute.
And here's Thuram. He has found the way through. Chance! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you...
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
That gets things going for the second half.
France really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
And here's Thuram. Hakimi cuts it out. Pass somewhat off target. And that has put paid to that. Fermin. He's a sharp little ball here. Vinicius Junior! Well, now it's a race. Oh, what has happened here? It is a corner. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Soboslai. That's really well manoeuvred. Chouameni.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Tries to play it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Cross needs to be good.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Ah, he's given it away. That's very neat. Wirtz. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Can he finish? It's a loose ball. Has another go. It's loose, and there's and another try. And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post. It's in. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Substitution on the field, number 13.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
16.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? France perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Thuram. Shifted into the flank. Vietnam needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Thuram. Chouameni. Wirtz. Big chance! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Vietnam blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Deflected behind for a corner kick. France have their second corner now. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. And this is Griezmann. Bruno Fernandes. France has a shot! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
France are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Well, they can break here. And here's Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Look at the space here. And the shot! Kimmich gets good distance on it. But that has not gone well. Bout of passing. Chance for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Griezmann. He can run onto that. Mbappe! Oh, shooting chance! It's off target and by quite a way. Cucurella. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Wits.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's fabulous.
There will be 3 minutes added
Mbappe
time.
has found the net here, of course. Dembele in acres of space out wide. He is through here. Oh, lovely feed, he is such... Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! And they are right back within touch! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And that will be it. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.